Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. And if you have not done so yet, please feel free to like and subscribe. And should any of the information that you find on this channel be helpful to you, please feel free to share it. The reason other than wanting to build a following like every other channel on here, pressing actually going through the trouble to press and like and subscribe is a form of energetic exchange with us empath folk. So when I do my tarot readings, if you want more accurate readings, if you want tips and tricks to help you personally with your life, like, put that energy towards me so I can feel it and help you with your life through my tarot readings. All right, so today's video is about chakras, and I can almost energetically feel the eye rolling going on. And as people roll their eyes, because they think of chakras as woo-woo and non-science, I'd like to remind you that I am a medical doctor. Though not practicing right now, I did quit medicine in Canada in 2007. After which I went into massage school, and I wanted to give a little blurb about my experience in massage school. The teachings in massage school were very science-based, very scientific. It almost felt like I was going through medical school all over again, actually. It was all anatomy, physiology, chemistry. We even went to an anatomy lab, all that stuff. And like, how the muscles work, origin, insertion, action, and all that stuff. We didn't really learn much about energy or energy work. I mean, they taught us how to ground ourselves, I believe, but that was about it. Now, I'm going to jump here and tell you that you should probably click on the description. You're going to find a few links to a bunch of research studies, medical, scientific, as well as a merger between spiritual and integrative medicine. But the field of integrative medicine has definitely done wonders when it comes to looking into the realm, the spiritual realm, and understanding and diving with a scientific lens into the world of chakras, the chakra systems. So you can definitely feel free to go through those links. If you are not a person who understands scientific terminology, then this video should be evidence enough for you, I hope, to convince you to look into the chakra system if you find yourself and your life to be nothing but a complete chaotic mess right now. Because the field of energy medicine and integrative medicine are doing the work that a lot of, lazy ass doctors right now are not. I do realize that the healthcare industry is in crisis, and it has been in crisis since 2020. And as someone who is connected to the higher realms through my crown chakra, I can tell you that energy medicine is the way of the future. Medicine is going to change forever, given what has occurred over the past 2 to 2.5 years. So that's my little blurb about the people who roll their eyes. Well, for the people, not about, for the people who roll their eyes and don't believe in chakra systems and completely dismiss them and ignore them. I would like to tell you that up until 2020, my life was nothing but a mess. And when I understood the chakra system and began working with them and balancing out my chakras, my life began to improve to the point that I am no longer living in despair. Had I not woken up before all of this happened, I probably would not be here right now speaking to you. So please take this as evidence that the stuff that I'm talking about works. I would like to present to you the chakras today. Now, before I get into the chakras, I would like to tell you that each chakra is going to be presented in a video on its own. On my channel, I'm going to give them the respect that they deserve. I'm going to go from science to spirituality with regards to each chakra, from where you can find it, location, uh, physiological effects, organs that it is attached and associated with and it affects, as well as the emotions and the things that the chakra will do to you. You will find yourself manifesting in your life if it is blocked. So that's all coming. Today is just an intro. So I'll go through the 7 chakras, and depending on, in Sanskrit, like the papers that you're going to find linked in the description, there's the sort of accepted, 7 chakras that have been accepted and brought into the Western world. But then you have from India and from Sanskrit, it's about 114 chakras. If you really want to, if you want to write a thesis, or if you want to dive into this realm, feel free. I'm only going to be discussing the 7 chakras. The first of which is the root chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of your spine, and it is. Do you find yourself right now worried about where you're going to get your next meal from, or if you're going to have a job in 6 months, or this or that, or stability? Stability, life stability. That is your root chakra. And balancing your root chakra will help you with these feelings, these thoughts, this energy that you're dealing with if it is truly devastating you right now. For me personally, I was raised in lack. I shouldn't say I was raised in lack. I was raised with the mindset of lack. My father is actually a billionaire, but he denied me a lot. He denied me everything humanly possible. So I always had this fear that someone was going to deny me something. And as soon as I began to balance my root chakra, all this will begin to happen to you naturally. All you need to do is work with the universe, work with your chakras, work with your own energy, and alleviate the blockages. So that's the root chakra. It has to do with stability, finances, food, income, a home, stuff like that. The next one is your sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, I connected. For me, it has to do with sexuality, vitality, sensuality, sexual drive, creativity. Because when you engage with your sacral chakra, that is the origin of the creative flow. That energy release begins to help you with becoming a creator or a manifester or an inventor. It stimulates the creative energies. So balancing that one out is really, really important. The third one is your solar plexus chakra. These are all anatomical descriptions. There is a solar plexus inside of your gut. Why do you think some people develop nervous disorders with their bowels? It has to do with that. So the solar plexus chakra, for me, it represents your force, it's your life force energy. That is the solar plexus chakra. It's your strength, your will, your determination in this life. You find yourself giving up? You ready to die? That's your solar plexus, and it's blocked. I can't help but wonder, all the suicides and the craziness that we've seen throughout our human history. If these would have been prevented, the despair that people reach, had we been more in tune with our spiritual side, because whether you believe it or not, we are spiritual beings in physical form. Whether you believe it or not, this is a fact. So that's your solar plexus. After that comes the heart chakra. You find yourself angry right now, hating people, maybe even wishing them bad things. That's an imbalance or a blockage in your heart chakra. Let me give you an example of how the heart chakra, when you balance it, what happens. I used to be an extremely like obsessive, like with love. Um, I enjoy love. I enjoy experiencing it, and when it's gone, when it's not in my life anymore, I become obsessive, um, and I don't like it when there is no love in my life, just like anyone. But I recently broke up with a person that I was deeply loved. And knowing me and my patterns, I would hate them by now, and I would be doing this video trashing them and saying such bad things about them and trying to warn people about them and wishing them bad things and thinking bad things about them. But that's not the case. Even though the situation ended not neutrally, it ended with a sort of explosion from their end. I do not wish them harm. I do not think about them in a negative manner. When negative thoughts do creep in, I immediately know how to stop them and disengage those thoughts. I'm also not reminiscing and torturing myself over memories, and my mind is oscillating back and forth. Talk to them, don't talk to them. Call, don't call. Text, don't text. They did this, they didn't do this. So I should probably mention that we are going through an evolution, whether you believe it or not. It's happening. The human race is going to a place beyond thought. So we had the thinker, where we would think. We are now going to a place beyond thought. When you balance your chakras, you balance your heart chakra, like I just did, and then you end up breaking with someone that you love, your mind begins to tell you, the monkey mind begins to play with you. Oh, call them. Oh, they miss you. They probably want to, well, go back to them. But when you're in tune with your feelings, your heart, my heart has closed on this person. Like I said, I don't hate them. I don't wish them ill. It's just my heart is closed. I don't really want to go back anymore. I want to move forward. So whereas in the past I would constantly look back and reminisce and wish. Now I'm like, okay, let's move next. So the games that your mind plays with you become no more, because you learn to trust your intuition. You become aligned, right? Your thoughts, your actions, and your thoughts, actions, what else? Emotions are aligned. So there's no more battling with thoughts. So that's the example for the heart chakra. After that, you have the throat chakra. The throat chakra is you speaking your truth to whomever, presenting yourself as your authentic self to the world. The blockage in the heart, in the throat chakra, can appear as a cracking, or for me, sometimes when I need to balance it, my voice shakes a little bit. So that has to do with speaking your truth. You find yourself having to wear a mask in public. Well, yeah, but I mean not like a figurative mask. You have to hide who you are. You find yourself not able to be who you are around people. Does that bother you? So this has to do with your heart, with your throat chakra as well, and not speaking your truth to people. So yeah, after the throat chakra comes the third eye. The third eye, I love it. Third eye is your intuition. That's how, through meditation, you can do all of this, by the way. So your third eye is your sixth sense, if you may. It is, this is the third eye for me helps me when someone is talking to me and they're lying to me straight in my face. And I don't know, I wouldn't know any better otherwise. my third eye tells me that they're lying, and it's just subtle energy, you can tell. And again, when it's balanced, you don't bite back. You don't yell at the person. You just acknowledge to yourself, okay, something seems weird here. The energy that is being sensed by me through my third eye does not match the words coming out of this person's mouth. And you leave it at that, and you move on. So the third eye is, I rely on it so much, so much. It is your intuition. It is linked with your senses, your gut senses, and a lot of us don't trust them. And when you hone them enough, you begin to trust them. They become your primary method of deciphering, discerning things in this life. You no longer use your mind. You no longer have to go ask this person and that person and search for this information. You no longer have to do any of that. So that is your third eye, and it is connected with your, oh my gosh, so many things, pituitary, hypothalamus, your eyes. It's connected with your eyes, including receptors in your eyes. But again, I'm going to dive into all of this in separate videos dedicated to each chakra. Then the next one, or the last one, is your crown. Your crown. I love my crown chakra. My crown chakra is how I receive downloads or intuitive impulses, if you may, from higher realms. Because, like I said, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to roll your eyes or not, and whether you think this is woo-woo or not, we are spiritual beings occupying physical bodies. When you want to receive communication from higher realms, you balance your crown chakra. And the downloads begin. By the way, you don't need months, you don't need weeks, you don't need years. You don't. As soon as you begin practicing any of this, as soon as you begin balancing through meditation, through yoga, through whatever method you choose to balance your chakras, although a multifaceted approach I find to be best. Once you begin to do all this, it just happens, and it's such a shock when you wake up. It is such a shock. It's almost like you discover a world that has been hidden from you. And like for me, I was like, where have you been all my life? Like, why has this been hidden from me all my life? When I began receiving downloads, and I would get downloads about people, this specific person. Now, when the download happens, I'm like, okay, I know it's about this person, but I have no clue what this is. You need time to integrate. You know, when you get a little zip file in your computer downloaded, you have to unzip it and you have to get this file out. And it's the same with this. If your body needs time to integrate the information, but it does integrate it. And you do eventually make sense of it. And you begin to change from within. All of this happens, guys. I'm not lying to you. So that's it. Start balancing your chakras. Look into the articles that I have attached in the description. And thank you so much for your time. And thank you for clicking on this video. And I can't wait to hear and to read your comments.